Ugh. Ugh. This way and come on, damn you! There we go. Zoom in. Not too much booba. Jesus Christ. Calm down. There we go. There. Good. Boom. Is that loud enough? Probably not. Maybe it's best that it's not fucking absurdly poppy, but it's good. Fine, leave it there. Okay. Sorry. Alright. Boom! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. How are you this fine Thursday? Thursday is the day. Quick pause. Check out... Oh, God. Check out... Oh, please, have enough reach. Check out this badass thing. Check this out. Doesn't that look all like a lot? Just like a lot of a lot? Let's see what it looks like when you're into the Matrix, alright? Ooh, it broke. I caught it this time. Look at my tiny little mouth. This face cam, deactivate, activate. Boom! I'm back. Check this out. How cool do I look when I'm locked into the Matrix? And I can turn it. Isn't that a satisfying click, by the way? Right here, listen. And now we're in, baby. Psycho. Oh, alright. But yeah, that was, it's a birthday gift a while ago, when my birthday was months ago. Anyways, but yeah, it should make, should make VR streams a little bit less agonizing for your boy, where maybe longer, maybe. But also, it doesn't ruin my whole, yeah. I will say, Roland says, do you choose the red or blue pill, GRINN? Good question. Good, solid old question. It depends, honestly. It depends on how good my life currently is. Okay? If I had a family, if I had a banger of a house, a fulfilling job, I'd say, get fucked. No, I'm staying here. I don't care if these kids are made of dead the code or some bullshit. I'm still, yeah, no. But if I kind of didn't achieve anything yet, life's kind of shit already, I'd be like, fucking give me the pill that takes me out of the system, you know what I mean? How bad can it be? It can get worse, always worse. But still, I'd probably go with that. But I think it's a weird question, honestly. I think I lean way more to like, so what? So what, you're in a dream. So what, you're in a simulation, alright? If the outer world is so much dog shit, it's horrible. And also, how do you know if the world where you take off the thing is actually the real world? You'll always have in the back of your head, motherfucker, are we 5 layers deep or what? And you're screwed. Apollo says, my stream is buffering like crazy. Never mind, it's because you're downloading Tower Fantasy again. Wow. Just like a patch? You haven't logged in since the last patch? Woof. I'm sorry, Tower Fantasy. That's a lot of people. That's me included. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if Fluff will pop in here. Fluff, if you're watching this in past broadcasts, Fluff was amazing and made like a stream schedule post on the Hub channel in the Discord. And it was all like 1 p.m., 1 p.m., 1 p.m. And it's looking more like it's 5 p.m., boys, because, yeah, I get the main antithesis of why I feel like I want to move it back to 5 p.m. is because I want to do more VR stuff, and VR stuff like sucks the life out of you. Like I have it in the title right now called VR Brain. But that's basically it. You're just basically goopy. Like your perception and shit is all messed up, and maybe when you get completely rid motion sickness, it won't be that bad, but you're still moving consistently for like 2 hours. And I'm not like, I don't play VR like this. I talk with my hands and shit. I interact with everything. It's too much. So then your body's just like, why are we moving? And it's all the time. I have a very sedentary life outside of the exercise stuff. But yeah. So I think we're moving it back to 5 p.m. This may sound selfish, but I like 5 p.m. Way better than 1 p.m. Yeah, I think it also depends on like your time zone. I think ideally the best time to watch a stream is either you're in the shit of it at work, on like a third monitor, and your boss doesn't give you shit because you do your work. That, or you've gotten home, you maybe just got dinner ready, or you're just hanging out. It's like between like 5 p.m. to like 8 p.m. around that barometer. I think it's like the best time for a stream to be like snuck in there, with the exception of the other thing of like being like, hey, you're at work and you want something to watch. That makes sense too. But yeah, yes. Also, what's good, Max? Max says, I actually made it. Let's go, Max. Let's fucking go. Did it break again? What the fuck? Face cam, what's your problem? What is it? Why? Why are you shitting yourself? Just twice in one go? I'm not even doing anything like spectacular. Like, yeah. Maybe that might be one of those things. Is like Tower Fantasy like sucking up my memory again? I gotta restart this stupid thing. Don't look at my tasks. No, it doesn't look like a memory breach or anything like that. Well, hopefully it doesn't break again. Ladies and gentlemen, in Tower Fantasy, we have some things to do. We have the event to grind away, because, you know, there's so many events, and we need to just make it happen. Although we did unlock, yes, last part, our little cool chippy thing, this little thing right here. Also, this is just a side thing. Why is this little dot? I mean, anyways, it doesn't need to be there. It seems, I mean, like a little too on the nose. Anyways. Supply run. And we have this. We also have, so we're going to be doing this one, basically. Or the garden. Oh, we also have the co-op thing. I wonder how that is. Do we have enough to buy all these? We can buy 2. Oh, no, it was all of them. Okay, well. We also got some standard wishes, which we could... No, we're not going to do standard wishes yet. Oh, in order to get more nucleus, we need to unlock after spending a lot of tokens. Alright, let's spend then. Spend. Is there only one of those? Weird. Why are they only selling 1 gold nucleus? That's strange. Give me both of that, I guess. I don't care about the banner. Ooh, very special gift. How many? Ooh, 15. Let's go. Okay. Honestly, these ones are kind of more my pain in the ass to get. Nice. Now we got to go do more. How much can we earn? A lot. We can earn a lot more. Also, Red looked into it and asked the server of Radiant if this is active server, and they said yes. And so we're staying here, basically. If I honestly, man, so this is the complicated issue that I'm not sure how I'm going to decrypt this to Fluff, or everyone else, honestly, but go full screen. So basically, the plan is to pivot, like maybe have Monday be the 1 p.m. 1 p.m. stream, or that's what it was. It was hangout stream on Saturdays. That was going to remain at 1 p.m. Because just have something there, just have some variability. If people can't make it, you can at least make it to the grand hangout that we have every weekend. Anywho, but with that being said, next, I'm not sure yet, but I think Tuesday or Monday, whenever Forspoken comes out, I think we will do the God of War treatment and stream at 1 p.m. and go all the way to 5 p.m. I think. But yes, that's the plan. So it'll be like to next week, a mess, and then it'll go back to 5 p.m. hangout things. The reason why is because it just gives me a lot more time to actually edit, make videos, do research and stuff like that, which is actually becoming apparent that I need to do a lot more of, and not make so much more content. Instead, make sure I understand what kind of content I want to make, if that makes any sense. But yes. Also, I guess before we jump into it, just in case you guys want to play the event with me, let me know if you're not interested, and we'll just... what do you call it? And I'll just do it myself, because honestly, it's be cool to play with you guys at any possible time, but it is kind of like a hey, jump in and just get bopped off of a hill real quick. Maybe you're the second to not get bopped, which is kind of nice. But yeah, bop and then bop and track down. Kill enemies of Vera. What about the other one? Oh, what does it want me to do? Spiders, I'd assume. Yes. No, I also seen that. Red says, Grin, by the way, did you happen to see the PC requirements for Forspoken? Yes. I don't imagine I'll get the most crazy cracked, like, experience ever. I hope I can at least play it at 60 FPS. I hope it's not like, yeah, it would be weird if I got a below PS4 experience, you know what I mean? I'm not expecting it to be gorgeous by any stretch of the imagination. I do hope that what I currently have in my system, if you have a PC that is quote-unquote VR ready, I hope that you can at least run bare minimum medium graphics for Forspoken. That's the hope, though. But I did hear people say, like, what the fuck? This is excessive. With that being said, though, my biggest criticism for Forspoken is I just don't really like the character's design. I wish she was like a badass, crazy crack-looking person with more of like, she doesn't look basically unique. I would rather her look more like give her a fro, some crazy shit. Give her some like wild scar on her eye or on her eyebrow, something, anything. I just want her to stand out a little bit more. Unfortunately, she kind of looks like the average person that you'd walk across and be like, oh, this is the person. Got it. But apparently, on the PC max settings, she looks gorgeous because they had like a quick still where they panned across, and I was like, God damn, they look real good, real good. Sea otter, die. It's on the 24th. When is that? When is that? 24th is on a Tuesday. Okay, so yeah, Tuesday will probably be the day when we start. So we probably won't have an early stream. I thought we were gonna maybe stream a little bit earlier, like a Monday, but nah. Stop lighting me up. Sand otter, sand. Oh, this may sound yeah. Red says suggestive details are the best detail. Oh, I see what you're saying. I about her mind. Got it. I should have known that this would be your take on it. Not a bad take, but yes. Also, Red, I feel like when we maybe start covering some of these Bone Lab mods, you might feel a bunch of inspiration, because there is a lot of like VR chat-like models. And yeah, a lot. But there's only one that I've seen that is like a guy who is just insane at modding. Like everyone is doing like, here's my cute little mod of like Hotline Miami guy in Bone Lab, cool. And then this guy decided to make a mod where you hold various chest hooks. So he has like these, basically it's the guy from like the heavily armored, more cyborg than human guy from Night City, Cyberpunk. Well, he put that model into the game to where you can hold like a latch on your chest, and then it turns your arm into like a giant missile, and then you can hold another one, and it pulls out this like mounted cannon on the left hand side of your thing that you can also barrage people with. And I'm just like, what the fuck, my guy? And then he has like a video talking about his crazy mod, and he's like, yeah, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because I'm gonna work on this Dark Knight mod, but I appreciate all the support. I'm just like, what a sweet man who's just out here fighting in the trenches, creating absolute, like, my guy. You can just make something like not as excessive and you'd still be like cream of the crop level stuff. So I really want to make a video going over, like, it would also just be a good video, you know what I mean? Like the best Avatar mod in Bone Labs to date. Gotta work on the title, but yeah, that'd be, and then we have a badass like version of this person. It'd be great. Also, I think that'd be something that people would click on and be searching for as far as like Bone Lab mods. You know what I mean? Just because it's Bone Labs, unlike Blade and Sorcery, has like its mod stuff built in. So that means like even people who don't know and don't want to like mess around with folders and stuff like that can still dip their toe into mods. Granted, their thing may break on occasion and they may have to reinstall, but still. Bare minimum are their requirements already. What do you mean? What do you mean, both of you? Will I be able to play it? Because even if it's well, I don't know, man. I'd hope that, again, it seems like, would I not be able to get even like a console experience? Like, yeah. Because that's bullshit. That's just poor optimization on the whole front of it. Although imagine if you were one of those psychotic people who have the max requirements. I mean, Red will. Red has like a giga crazy PC, so he'll be able to tell us about it. how great it all has to be. We did that. Let me get some of this. And then we will maybe burn some resin. Maybe. We could also... we also have Void Rift and Void Clash. Ugh. We'll do Void Rift in a minute here. Let's finish up resin burning. I think we just have to put down beacons. And y'all fuckers will take these beacons from me because I put them down on stream, and there's one guy out there who's the lurker who's just like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get all these pods. Red says, even the minimum specs were rated for 30 FPS. I expect a lot of technical issues at launch. Don't say that. Oh, please. Let my weird luck of always somehow avoiding bugs save me this day. Although the one time I didn't was Saints Row and woof. Was I ever pissed and also just like, nah, I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. I'll put down my crappy ones. Booty says, I finished Gamer and my body craved more romance, so I started bottom tier character Tomozaki. Who's that? What's that one? Bottom tier character? What's that? Man, I don't know what. I've just been really into the whole this channel I'm subscribed to, which is called like Manhwa Recaps. I've told you guys about it. I'm thoroughly enjoying that, man. I just keep like passively, not really, kind of reading a bunch of manhwa, but not because it's too much. I can't dedicate that much time, but I can hear a person summarize a very cool story for me. The last one that he did was unfortunately I think they'll get DMC claims because some of them aren't there anymore. Like that one, like die forever and repeat kind of one I showed you guys, where like if he dies to an enemy, he gets the power of the enemy, and he also resets to the death. Very cool idea. It's no longer on the channel because I imagine it got DMCA'd or something horrible. Anyways, but the previous one he just told me made a video about was guy really good at video games. Long story short, gets the opportunity to go inside a video game into like a zombie survival thing and take what is it called? Like he basically, there's like money and like a bunch of post-apocalyptic people don't need money or gold anymore, so it's useless there, but he ends up aggregating a lot of it. He brings it back to the real world, sells all that shit, becomes a millionaire. Unfortunately, there's a romance element with his girlfriend where his girlfriend's a total piece of shit, cheats on him, all that stuff. But then he has like, there's a heroine within the game and he's gonna go in there, kick some ass, take all the money, and yeah, I think it's literally called like becoming a billionaire because of in a post-apocalyptic game or something like that, or because of an apocalypse. I don't know. It's a weird. All the names are. I can't be bothered. But cool premise. It'd be cool if they made an anime of it, because we don't actually have zombie animes like that. They're fun and gamified. It's kind of like an isekai meets zombie apocalypse thing, but actually kind of makes sense because you're like rooting for him to keep getting wealth. Because mostly just because the villain is weirdly the ex-girlfriend who is, you know, horrible and a total gold digger and all that stuff. Also, he has a horrible taste in women because he basically like paid. Yeah. Anyways, I've been getting into creating models from scratch more and more because of my current projects. Okay. And we still don't want to talk about that because it's a little too risque for some of the people in the chat, or is it because of me specifically? Because at this point, you keep teasing what it is about, and now I'm just like, what is it now? Even if it's degeneracy, I can't handle the idea of being like, hey, I just for me, I feel like I need to know, okay? Because it's bothering me. Max said, let me know if we end partying up for anything. In the meantime, I'm alert. Got it, Max. If you want to jump in, Max, you want to do the Fortress Clash and the raid, or not the raid, the other thing, then let's do it. But if not, that's okay too. If you want to just lurk, chill, hang out, etc., that's fine. But I'm on my chopping block is, and if it aligns with what you need to get done, then hell yeah. I'm just going to burn my things on beacons because there's no Crow and King's artifact set. Unlucky. But then I'm going to move over to doing the Forge of Clash and Void Rift, and then the event. And if you want company with the event, then sure. But if it's also like nah, then that's fine too. Whew. Nope, not this. My PC is low end now. I can't run Forspoken based on those specs. I see. My PC is several generations behind. I can't even use DLSS, sadly. Really? Oh, I thought you, based on your sound, I thought you said I have a monster PC. I thought you had it taken care of. Never mind. I know that. It's even more good, the fact that you're doing mods and running intensive programs like that on a slightly older model. I probably could run on medium settings, FPS full HD. Okay. Okay, so PC. Okay, we're running that. Boti has the pretty decent PC. Lone says I had to update to queue and add all the new anime this season. Oh, you had to update your list all this season. Also, you finished Chainsaw Man and it was great. Fucking great, right, man? I cannot wait to watch that one. There is so many to watch though, so it's like still far away. Also, oh my god, guys, is it fucked up that my initial feeling on this was how fucking dare they did not tell me this? Okay, I depend on you guys so solely for like anime news and like keep me aware of shit. God damn you! Why did nobody tell me? And I know why. No one watches dubbed anime. I get it, but Mob Psycho season 3 is not dubbed by the same guy. They changed the main fucking character, not a side character, the main character. And it was for a stupid reason as well. The main guy was like, hey, can you at least meet with my union representatives, etc.? Not like saying, like, if you don't meet with them, you're fucked. It basically just said, hey, all I want to do is start to bridge the gap between Crunchyroll's domination of animation right now and anime and dubbing, etc. with these people who are union members. And sure as shit, they did not do it. And it was just like, god damn it. So he ended up, they ended up not giving him the role. And it just looks weird. It's different when like it's a side character or something like that. But when it's the main guy who has such a cadence of like Mob, who is like this bored, emotionally dead character, for you to switch him at the last season too. I think people kept saying that this is going to be the last season of Mob Psycho. What the fuck? I'm so pissed. I'm watching episode 1 and I'm just like, I'm going to have to finish it, but fucking bastards. Just fucking bite the bullet. It's the last season. You can't work with this guy or some shit. He wasn't asking for more money. He was saying talk to these people, but make it so that my throat doesn't get ripped up if you fucking lash me for not speaking my entire week or whatever it be. It was annoying. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, so now I'm having to, I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. And you know what the fucked up thing is? I, being a dumbass, thought, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. Why am I spamming these so much? Let's stop doing that. As a dumbass, I thought, oh, I love Mob Psycho. It's probably one of my favorite anime of all time. It's just so wholesome, lovely, and like human lessons are beautiful, and that's what this show is written with. Let me rewatch the first 2 seasons. Also, this will give me a break period to edit the previous voiceover share your GRINN videos I have. Don't ask, but yeah. Anyways, but what I come to find out is that was the worst possible choice, to rewatch both, because then I just get super accustomed to this new Mob, or to the old Mob, when now it's going to be a different Mob. Hey, it's shitty. It's pretty damn dog shit. All right, I'm annoyed. It doesn't need to happen. Crunchyroll. This is where I'm like, oh, I was pretty on Crunchyroll's side for almost everything. Where this just seems nice. You know, all the anime is in one place. Seems like we're getting consistent dubs and consistent anime every season. Anime seasons thus far this year have just been great. I think Crunchyroll possibly a part of that. And yeah. And now I'm like, oh wait, no, you're kind of a piece of shit. The fact that you have a mass monopoly on all of the licensing essentially, and you refuse to like unionize or even give the, like, just a little bit of work. The guy wasn't even saying like you have to do this. He was saying, could you at least have a meeting with these people for like future things? And nope, unlucky, depressing. Bolty said, judging from those requests, I doubt that. Oh, it's this one. This one requires you to think. Okay. Okay. Was that this one? It was. Okay, that was that one. No, it wasn't. Shit. It was this one. Ew, stop lagging. Oh, I don't know where that one was. Okay, that's the cat. Was this the cat? It was. Okay, I think I remember where that one was, but I'm a little bit lost. Okay, I know what that one was. Not a great choice, but I think I remember that one. That one is this one? Nope, fuck, it's this one. It's not that one either, but maybe it's this one. It is. Oh. Fuck, I got this. This? No, that was the pumpkin. All right, so this, then this, then this. I don't know what that one was. Maybe this. And then this one. God, also, by the way, I don't know if my PS5 controller broke or something, but it's not working. It will not connect. It won't even show up on my thing anymore. I don't know if it just broke or if PlayStation like uploaded some sort of thing that's like, no, it's no longer like allowed. I don't know. I'm kind of peeved. I don't know how to do it. So we're playing with mouse and keyboard like heathens. Lone says, welp, I haven't watched Mob Psycho, Grin, so I figured, so if it makes you feel better, I didn't know. Thank you, Lone. I appreciate that. You are the one that I would expect to tell me these things. But also, how have you not watched Mob Psycho? At this point, though, I guess that's the thing that pisses me off so much is because people who are watching like Japanese sub or whatever are like going to be like, it's such a good series, it's amazing. Me, it kind of ruins a chunk of the series. Because like the reason why, like, to me, what makes a good series is when you really want to suggest it to another person because you think it's that good. You think it's just generally something wholesome enough, fun enough, interesting enough that people would like to watch it. So suggesting it to someone is exciting. But knowing that the main character's voice actor gets changed completely takes the wind out of your sail big time. And it's very frustrating and kind of sad because you're like, oh, well, it's great. The first 2 seasons are great, but they've changed the voice actor. And that's also a big thing where people will just say, nah. Like, it sucks because, again, I think it's also just unfortunate that it's like you're the second season in, or your third season in. At that point, you've already kind of a set in stone the voices that you feel are right. Like, watching the Netflix reboot of The Disastrous Life of Psyche K with none of the original voice actors, man, I don't know why. Maybe it matters a lot to me and nobody else, but I found it really, really hard to enjoy. Like, the voice makes the person. Like, if you watch the dub or the sub, then I can understand that. Like like if you're watching the Japanese version, and then like a couple of years later, you kind of forget about some of the way in which they spoke, and then you watch the English version. That to me makes sense. But watching like the English version and then the Japanese version, or the Japanese version and then the same or a different group of Japanese people voicing those same people, it's just a weird distortion. Forspoken is not normal, Bolty. Yeah, that's what was the consensus. It seemed like it was quite the ask. Bolty says, I watched Mob Season 1, which was really good. Started Season 2 and got bored pretty quickly. Really? Oh, I see. Yeah, to me, man, Mob is one of those shows I think it's... I would never tell someone to watch it unless they watch videos before they watch it about what Mob does, basically. Like the weird philosophy of Mob Psycho and the way it, like, no one is special. If plenty of people were born with talent and gifts that weren't earned from them, nor they even want, and therefore they want to choose something else. It's kind of a shitty example of this, but I was born pretty tall. Constantly, my brother was born very small, much smaller than me. He loves basketball. I hate basketball, or I hate I didn't want to pursue it as a career path or anything like that. And now we know that would be insane. You need excessive height. Anyways, point being, my brother was always like, well, it's such a wasted opportunity for you, but I have no interest in that, so then you wouldn't go with that. But anyways, point being is that just Mob to me has a lot of, its metric of enjoyment is based on if you pay attention to the subliminal story elements happening. Otherwise, it's very like, I think the end of season 1 has Raggan telling Mob it's okay to run away. And if you don't pay attention to all the weird nuances that happen with Mob, not to be like an anime prude, but it just makes those moments so much more meaningful if you actually pay attention to the weird philosophy behind it all, and that to me is a beautiful thing. But yeah, I don't know. That's why Mob to me it's like kind of in the same category as Assassination Classroom, where it's just like wonderful human experiences and like emotions and lessons that are wonderful. Oh, my mom getting inflamed, or like it's like inflammation basically in my nose and whatnot. Let me do the thing. What is it? It's challenges. We'll do Fortress Clash. See if anyone is going to play or help me in the overall server. Let's see. Also, Deathwish update. I made it back to Eagle rank. I'll be in the lag. Albeit. The lag made it a lot harder, but I did. Nice. But you made it back to Eagle rank. That's crazy alone. Well done. What's good, Roger? It's been a hot minute. Roger says, it would be quite a spell since last I breath internet. Okay. But I would return refreshed and pleasantly to notification of a new stream. How are you, Roger? Took a little internet break? That seems crazy to me. What were you doing in this internet break? Did you go on like a safari adventure or something? Some sort of like kind of like culty guru kind of retreat. That's something, or retreat. Yeah, because that's crazy just to be like, hey, internet, I'm gonna be away from you for like more than a week. That's nuts. But anyways, hopefully you're refreshed, ready to rep back into the online world. I was but recovering. I broke a few bones over the new year. Simply did not have it in me to type. What, Roger? What happened? How did you just break a couple bones on New Year's? You can't just say that. What has happened? Are you okay? Well, I imagine you're okay now because you're here and you're talking. But Jesus Christ, Roger, what happened? What thing caused you to break bones? Jesus. Rip Roger. Yeah, no kidding, man. Also, it's like your hands, or just like the pain of bones being broken is plenty. How plenty? Man, people be doing lots of damage. Also, that weird Harada anime about the dude turning into a Yamato sister is actually absolutely wholesome, and not Harada at all. Well, yeah, I figured it wasn't be. Unless you're like a very specific kind of anime, I feel like most things are just... It's just they get as close as they possibly can to the wire, but they don't get too deep. Also, I've never been in an environment where somehow, some way, Valkyrie is dying that fast. Did they change some shit? Because I remember us playing with Max, and Max also had like 30 million. But I don't think she died that fast, so... That'd be cool, though, if they did. Roddy says, I'm fine now. I'll but say I took a fall and ended up breaking 2 ribs. Must be one fucking hell of a fall, Roger. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't mean to be making you feel that way, but you gotta understand how that makes me think. I'm like, does Roger have some sort of degenerative bone disease? I don't know what's going on, but like, you fall and you broke plural bones. And also ribs. Ribs, no less. Mother Mary. I hope, man. Please be careful, Roger. Jesus. With that being said, though, my mom, what do you call it? She fell like... she was on ice, but still, she fell like standing up, down. Like, so, like, her like, she kind of slipped and then caught herself on her wrist and just tore up all her wrist. But man, I can always go on to it, and I know I'm that asshole, but oh my god, I'm almost dead. Oof. What do you call it? I always go on get on my high horse, but what is it called? Twitch fibers and shit like that are super important for when you fall, you not just completely breaking your ass. You know that's why most old people just break when they fall? Like I'm talking like people in their 80s, like break hips and shit. One, their bones aren't dense because they don't lift anything heavy, so their bones are, yeah. Also, hard to lift things when you're older, etc. Especially if you are just getting into it now. But anyways, what is it called? The twitch fibers are the thing that keeps you from falling over. The thing that can catch you and kind of like quickly fire muscles in succession to decrease your impact on falling into something hard. But most old people don't have that. So people are like, hey, do kettlebell swings to build up those twitch fiber muscles that you can catch yourself. Also, the hip snap is like the fundamental movement for humanity. You know what I mean? Also, I can't believe that this is the first time we've even gotten close to Seraph. Ugh, golly. What a wonderful day. You fractured your toe. You must have like really fucking fall. I'm imagining Raja, sweet Raja, just thrown off a staircase and just, my God. Cause fractured toe and the whole nine. Golly. I know you probably don't want us to dwell on this, Raja, but nothing happens in any of our lives really. So when someone gets hurt that bad, it causes some attention. Ooh, we got a lot of chess pieces. That was the first time we just killed that shit. Show. That name for me is always gonna be in Fire Force, the main character's brother. But you know, I partied too hard and was not paying attention to my environment. Oh, I see. Some alcohol. I'm just imagining Roger living her best life and then getting like nudged off a balcony and then just completely spinning out and smashing into like a bush that cradles the fall but also breaks, a toe and rib. Whew. Regardless, Raja, I hope you make a speedy recovery and woof. Just woof. People, we learned a lot about Raja, honestly. We learned that Raja, when she gets after it, okay? It's like a whole thing. Let's go advance, sure. Match. Wait. Max says, dang, Grin, we starting Fortress Clash right now when I get food. God damn it, Max. I said, if Max, if you wanted to play in any way, shape, or form, let me guess, you left at that point. You left to get some food. Well, god damn it, Max. Now I have probably the matchmaking cooldown. But I specifically was like, hey, this is what I got to do. If that correlates with what you got to get done, then let me know and we'll play together. And then I heard nothing. I heard nothing from Max. Oh, no, I meant to hit. There we go. Jeez. I've sent you an invite, Max. You want to join as well? What we doing? Book? Nope, not that. Oh, it's friends. There we go. And loan is not online. Red says you have a giga whale in your party. Well, yeah, but like even Max, Max can like dish out 3 million damage like nothing. That guy was also dishing out like 300 million, but I felt like we just clipped through everything really fast. So Max says, yeah, that's more damage than I was doing. Oh my god, whale detected. Hey, Raja. The party animal. I will join. Yeah, man, that to me is crazy. Roger, have I talked to you about VR yet? I think I have. Oh, by the way, guys, I got VR brain because I was filming Hellsplit Arena. I want to make this damn Thor video before I really go and retool everything. Slash just like make sure I'm doing other things. Anyways, Hellsplit Arena might very well be a game that has so much good design in the functionality of its baseline gameplay, but it just completely shits the bed at the very slight middle to ending. It is, I don't know, man. It's one of the, honestly, I want to say Hellsplit is one of the worst games I've ever played in VR. Because it's so good at the beginning, because like you're like lopping off arms and like a zombie will rush you and you can like cut off the head, crazy, crispy, like it just feels satisfying. But then how they intrinsically made the game quote unquote harder was by having zombies and whatnot wear like helmets and shit. All this has you do is hit them once really hard to knock them on their back, and then you proceed to hit them like 50 times on their body or on their head, so their helmet breaks. There's no like, hey, this is a special weapon that has like a high, it's like a spike that you can like just pop into a game. It is brutal, man. It makes me so frustrated because there's so much good about the game, but it's like nobody play tested how this ends up sequencing out. Like when you layer enemies in so much armor, it just makes you beat the shit out of an enemy on the ground, and it's just horrible. Also, you have like 16 enemies coming at you at once, or like 3, which means you can't sit there and like parry all of them or something weird. So it's just like it's one of those things where you guys ever play a video game, you're like, nobody play tested this at all. Like nobody's ever experienced what this part was ever supposed to be. They just completely forgot about it. That's what this feels like, big time. Also, wait. Also, are we all here? Let me see. Yes, we're all here. Sorry about that. Taking too much time. Oh, let's do Void Rift. And, oh shit, boys. I don't know how this is gonna be. This is the very, very difficult one person. Yeah, the one that like just melts you in 2 seconds. Eesh. Well, just give me a moment. I'm only on a tablet. No, not some fancy PC loading times. I got it. I just want to know. You keep me. I'm loading it up. Give me a minute. I got you. But it's the thing where I'm like, you're like, hey, I'll join you, and then I'm like now, or like give me a gauge for time. Bodhi says, have you played The Walking Dead VR yet? Not yet. That game seems great, but I'm kind of leaning always more towards like games that I feel like people would be searching. Like that's the trick right now, because I feel like I'm making fun content, but I'm not making content that people can even find. That's why I really want to make the whole VR, like Bone Lab and Blades and Sorcery. I know those games, I can see in the data that those games are continually getting viewed, basically, to this day. Especially Bone Lab specifically, because it's just, I think it's one of the highest grossing selling VR things in the entirety of VR. But yes. But yeah, it'd be cool to play that game was called Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and then Walking Dead Saints and Sinners 2. It seemed like it'd be a fun time, but at the same time, I feel like I need to be careful about what I'd play, because I need to make sure I can have a fun video in it. Because I kind of talked to you guys about this, but I started moving away from like the meaningless hollow videos in like favor of like a format, like the whole Live Die Repeat series, or like mod review series. Like there's a thing that you can just plug into just about any game. I feel like that's kind of better for content creation, at least for me. It feels more satisfying that way, because I'm able to kind of like be like, oh cool, this can be applied to anything. Oh, that's Goblin. That one's nice. Yeah, no, I definitely think Walking Dead Saints and Sinners looks awesome. To me, I wonder how I can make a video about it, you know, besides it just being a fun stream VR session, which would be fun. But right now, we already have quite a bit of things to kind of play and have fun with. Also, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners gives me like kind of some creepy feelings. Seems a little, yes, fucky, a little scary. Atmospheric, I'll say. I still don't know if I've ever seen any game that's as sketchy as, what is it called again? Into the Radius, which I actually bought. But yes. I too play upon a tablet, but Tower Fantasy runs quite smooth for me personally. I wonder what kind of tablet you got, Roger. Also, do you like a tablet? Okay, Lone has a drawing tablet as well. Is that what you mean as well? Can we get up there? No, I wanted to do this. Is it 2? Yeah, it is. Ooh, you're way ahead of me, Goblin. I adore the Walking Dead games featuring Clementine, but lost post the conclusion of the Telltale series. Yeah, what do you call it? The Telltale series used to be like have a crazy ravenous fan base. And then there was like a lot of weird... I feel like that was one of the best examples of mismanagement, because those games could not have not made a ton of money. You know what I mean? Like, it was very strange that those games somehow, some way did not do well. But yeah, I remember there was like so much, if you guys pay attention to gaming news, there was so much drama associated with the Telltale games. It was crazy. I got fire, yes. Let me know what y'all want. If y'all have any fire, I think I have all of it. Let me give that to Lone. I'm sure Lone will give it to whomever else needs it. What do you guys need? Ping me. I have Frost and Warrior. I know Lone has Frigg. I don't know if he's still using her. I think he probably is, but I don't remember what Goblin has. Just yell at me, and I will give you whatever you desire. Honestly, my favorite Walking Dead character is Clementine. Yeah. I utilize my tablet mainly as a gaming device. On account, I cannot get used to the keyboard and mouse when gaming. That's fair. That's fair. But weird. Also, that's kind of surprising a little bit. Because of just the weird nature of like mobile with like the oh, my face cam froze. When did that happen? I'm actually kind of worried because that's been happening quite a lot. Brutal. I wonder why. My nose. Sorry. How long was that fire? Also, GRINN. Was it frozen? You gotta tell me what happened, not just GRINN. I'm just gonna give you guys what I got. I was hoping you guys would ping me. I'm just gonna give this to Frost or to Goblin because I have no fucking idea. This, and then we'll give Warrior to Goblin as well. Lone says, I don't have any tablet, a drawing tablet. It's a regular tablet that I can use to draw. Oh, I see. I thought it had like a special pen and shit. Okay. Bodhi says, I have seen you attempt to make YouTube shorts. Oh, you got one of them? You have one of them? Yeah. Well, it was just one of them. But yeah. What do you call it? To me, my whole thing would just be to try to repurpose some fun stream moments and put them in there. But also, I don't know. To me, it's, yeah. I don't ever think you guys shouldn't have no expectations for the shorts, the TikTok bullshit. I'm not dancing. I'm not doing any of that. The best we could ever get is some fun stream moments, calcified within a 18-second goofy moment, and yeah. Oh, I did request Frost. Oh, I didn't get any of that. Yeah, I what do you call it? I never showed up as a request, Lone. Also, what do you mean by attempt? I'll have you know that was a fucking great short about... I don't remember what I did. I think I just... Some guy fucking like slopped over, ass out, and I just said, yeah, fuck it, let's have fun with editing. Yeah, that was what it was. It was just like a goofy fun edit bullshit that I seen. And yeah, it was literally like, I got 10 minutes. Let's make some. Let's go look through our stream and see what a funny moment was, and then let's just make it weird, you know. Max says, also I need Volt. I don't have Volt, but got it. Red says, I stopped watching the show early after Negan killed my favorite character. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, that to me was one of those ones where it to me was like, I get the whole premise of Walking Dead is like, oh, it's a brutal world and they're surviving, and some people are honest and ruthless, and other people are like too human to kind of be able to survive all these things. But simultaneously, it also seemed like you need hope. You need hope and like to invest in character. Like again, it's weird because like I think a lot of people attach themselves to the person that Negan smashed in the head with a bat. even though he wasn't like the main guy, the main character. And I think now it's unfortunate because they kept trying to milk the Walking Dead franchise, I guess, at this point to death, to where I don't think there's any of the original cast is there. So there's no even if they do have some sort of nice moment where 50 years or 30 years have went by and all the zombies are corroded and dead, because I knew that was a theory. It won't matter because they're all just a bunch of random people that we've, you haven't grown to love or want to see more of, which is kind of shitty. What is Break from Destiny co-op? I don't know, but let's do this first. Oh. Bolty says, and I would suggest making a TikTok account in addition if you already try to get more coverage. Well, to me, the one thing that freaks me out about the whole TikTok account about Bolty is that it seems like TikTok seems to be getting really in dicey waters recently. With their weird, they're seeming like they're it's almost written in stone at this point that it's gonna go away pretty soon. Probably not. Again, it's probably way too popular to die, but people are saying that there's a lot of data transfer stuff going on. I know the U.S. government's going real hard in the paint for all the weird data things. Yeah, there's no way I'm hitting that. Oh, great! Went right through the ground. Great. It was season 7 for me that killed the Walking Dead experience for me. I don't watch, so I don't know what happened on season 7. Damn it. I did not. It did not help that they oversaturated the market with cheap spin-offs such as Fear the Walking Dead and various TV shows. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, it's funny because that whole I forget what it was called. Who's the people who make The Walking Dead? Yeah, it was they're one of their one successful series, and they just, again, fully sent it in a bad way. Woody says, the short was good, but I had no clue what to comment on that after rewatching a bunch of times. The situation was just too much for me. Yeah, so again, to me, the short... I'm not doing that yet. I'm not going down the research and recon. You have to think of okay, this is the clip we use because it's enticing. People will comment. This is something that's going to be so polarizing that you're going to be able to easily can tell that this is going to spice or speak to a certain person giving this specific opinion. It's almost baiting it out to this point and all this stuff. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't any of that. It was just I got 10 minutes. God damn it, it froze again. Fucking what, dude? What is your problem? Why does it keep breaking? I don't want to pay for a new thing, man. A new camel link at that point. That's brutal. I can't do that. Something's gotta fix. Something's gotta be fixed. It is essence. What The Walking Dead went from a season you spoke about at the beginning of the week with coworkers to an everyday occurrence. Scarcity creates intrigue. Yeah, that's true. That's what a lot of people talk about, but I forget what the series was. It was Game of Thrones, but it was this same thing. It created a water cooler moment of people getting together and hanging out. Break from Destiny is Battle Royale. A break from Destiny is Battle Royale? What do you mean? What's that mean? Break from Destiny is Battle Royale. Oh, invite. Got it. Okay, well, next time. Next one. Jesus. I thought I canceled it. Sparks says, made the stream was good, Sparks. I never really watched The Walking Dead, but I enjoyed Fear the Walking Dead. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing about spin-offs is kind of nice, is that, I don't know, to me, I think spin-offs could work. For instance, to me, when I first heard about, in Harry Potter, that there was, these other schools that see... Oh, fucking goddamn it, this person's got a thing. there was like these other schools, like the U.S. school used hand magic and shit. That was like, oh, here's something that we can talk about within the original series that makes you excited for potential spin-offs. That to me, I think works and is quite good even. But yeah, it's not always done that way. And that man's hunting. I got the barrier as well, but they got speed. And they're fast as hell. I think we've won. Why am I not breaking the tile anymore? Sometimes you break tile, other times not so much. Sometimes tile breaks you. Yes. Haha. Holy shit, I won! I just outlasted him. I'm sure I'm in the same position where I'm like, I should just die and get the points that I can get and leave. Damn it. 800 is better than a long 1,000. Boldy says also, I know that TikTok is shady, but all means, but it's incredibly filled with lots of potential. Yeah, it's true. No, again, I think it's a good idea. Yeah, and if I'm already making it, it's not a bad idea at all. It's probably a good thing to do. Roger says, I but avoid TikTok as a black plague. I can function upon Twitter, Discord, and every YouTube, but TikTok is too much for me. Really, I think Twitter is commendable on that one. To me, it's always been very sketchy on Twitter. Meaning, like, last time I went there, I got traumatized because it was like when a person talked about a bad experience from a group of people that I've been watching who are content creators who used to say some horrible shit back in the day, and it was like hurtful and whatnot. And you're like, ew. I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want this. Oh, red. Let's see. Hopefully you're on the thing. Where are you? There. Invitation. We got a full team. My favorite short from GRINN will always be why I told GRINN I was going to build main DPS Lisa in Genshin, and everyone just started saying weird character builds. Was that a short that I made? I guess it was. I was better at making shorts back in the day. I kind of was like, I guess this. Because also, like, certain streamers will make their stream almost for like moments. Like, they'll be like, okay, this is the one part where I can clip out or something. I don't know if I can do that. So like, I just kind of vibe and swim. I'm just swimming out here, not like creating a torrent to ride up, etc. Battle Royale like Fortnite or PUBG. Okay, you have a break from Destiny. Like Destiny, the PvP game, or saying that Destiny has a Battle Royale? Or you're taking a break from Destiny to play various Battle Royales? I just don't understand. Break from Destiny is Battle Royale. So like a break from Destiny is a Battle Royale? Why is it a Battle Royale? I'm not sure. Roger says, I utter with great adore that GRINN's best moment. Oh God! Oh God! What the fuck happened? Who did that shit? That guy was horrible. He fucking singled me out immediately. Sorry. I utter that with great adore that GRINN's best moment was the sense of Alex betwixt his review of Yoimiya's with sheer bliss he felt with Raiden. It is true. Raiden, Yoimiya made Raiden Shogun that much more special because it's like it's like basically if you're God damn it, broke him. No, come on, I'll tab out of the game. There we go. This. Jeez. Yeah, again, I always equate the same thing, but Yoimiya to Raiden Shogun, who you can just plug in with the basic shit and she just gives, is the epitome of having like a really, like, pining for a person that doesn't love you, doesn't really want for you, and you have to commit so much everything just so that they'll give you a single second, versus a person that loves you, wants to be there with you equally as amount as you want to be there with them. All right, that was ball to me. That was Raiden motherfucking Shogun, okay? Who? It was great, and it's great. Again, a character that I look back fondly on. I don't know if we're going to go and wish in the Genshin for cute fox girl type thing, whatever it was. It's like kind of like a German Shepherd looking, her, the Claymore girl. I don't really know what her kit is. I can't really piece it together when I'm reading it. There's no leaks out there yet that I've seen. So I don't know. I don't know if I should keep my little stockpile of Primo Gems for like a character that comes out of left field and I'm like, that one, or if I should go with her because she looks kind of neat. I don't know. I probably will play it by ear. I probably will see if she's the most cracked thing ever with nothing, then I might be like, okay, fine. But also she looks really good too, so I don't know. Although I haven't played Genshin in like 3 months. I have the Primo Gem sitting there and I'm like, well, I might as well. You know, if I could stack my account so much that I could sell it, I wouldn't do that. But the point is that it's still nice to be like, I got some money in there, let's blow it on this. I utter with great adore. It was as if the Shogun had delivered him from unmitigated hell. Thank you, Roger. Exactly. And people will still to this day be like, well, no, she's great. And she could be great if you have the weapon, but motherfucker, was I just... It was pain also. Why are you so fast? Why are you so fast? Oh, that's red. I'm red. I don't want to hurt you, red. No, go left, red. I'll go right. There we go. I guess I'll go left. I don't want any fucking problems either, guys. Contrary to popular belief. I don't know who's saying this, by the way. Popular belief. Red! Don't cut me off! You son of a bitch. And guess what? I'm gonna get it again, Lone. You son of a bitch trying to grab this from me? Trying to grab this from me? Nah, I don't want to kill anybody. Okay, I kind of just wanted to bunce that person. I don't actually want to... Is that person running a script? Maybe. Yeah, no, they fell off just because. If I can just keep getting lucky with these orbs, stopping the absolute slaughter from taking place. I want the button. If they have that too, it'll be over. I got it. Get fucked. Lone, don't. I'm not trying to kill you, buddy. Why can't we all just be friends and live here forever? You know what I mean? Oh, you up top somewhere? Who is it? Is it Lone? No, it's some random person. I'm gonna leave. It's good. I'm second. I'll take second. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. I'm saying the break from Destiny game mode in Tower of Fantasy is a battle royale like Fortnite or PUBG. Okay, got it. Sorry, that was what I was missing. Got it. So in the context of this game. So whenever I hear Destiny, I just think of the game, not like a game mode. Okay, so there's a weird PUBG like battle royale mode in Tower of Fantasy right now. Got it. Weird. What's the... So is Destiny break from Destiny game mode in Tower Fantasy is Battle Royale? Oh, I see. So wait, what's the Destiny game mode? Or is the Destiny game mode the Battle Royale mode? I don't know. Let's just keep going. Because is this what you mean? Oh, break from Destiny is... Sorry, I keep thinking a break from Destiny sounds like someone taking a break from the game Destiny, not a fucking event name. God damn you, Tower Fantasy. It's not even Red's fault. It's just stupid. Anyways. So that's a Battle Royale mode. Got it. Got it. Whew. Woof. So much going on there. Jeez. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this is my 4th day working out in the morning and having a cold shower in the morning. It's not the worst. God damn it broke again. It's not the worst. It could be worse. Allah, what the heck is this game mode name? I did not know what it was either. I did not look. Damn camera, I know it did it again. I don't know what the camera's problem is. Is there dust in there? What's going on? Don't do it. Ooh. Well, that was awful. Went right up and went right down. Roger says, oh wait, no, before that, Lone Seeker says, that's all the waifus, Grin. I uninstalled Genshin, says Red. Lone says, if you want, I can explain Dahina's kid. Yeah, I would love to. What's her bait? What will you be doing when you play her? Let me know that. Lone says she's actually introducing a new mechanic to the game through survivability. Okay. Oh. Roger says, I have prepared an essay for why Yoimiya was great. But when I saw how much relief the Shogun brought you, it was time to admit Yoimiya requires a tweak to her kid. Okay. Okay, good. Who? Again, I don't disagree that Yoimiya can be good if you have her weapon. If you have Yoimiya's weapon, or an R5 Rust, which I had neither of, which are pretty big asks, you know? Like, Raiden Shogun, you didn't need anything. You could use nothing, and she would still be extraordinarily good. Even now, there's no one really else that gives you so much regen. So to me, it was one of those things where I was just like, oh, this is just the difference between a character that's really, really good across the board. You don't need much to make them tick. Versus a character that does need a weapon to make them sufficient. Now, I also just never won a weapon banner, so I didn't have a lot of rusts, but a lot of people did, and therefore that was the kind of the difference, I think. But yeah, I don't think that Yoimiya, I think Yoimiya can, again, my original statement I still will stand beside, which I think is you give the same level of investment to other characters, will you not see more of a return out of them? I think most characters you would, even not 5 stars, you know what I mean? So that was always my perspective of, like, if you were to invest enough into a person, the same level on the same playing field, i.e. if you took all your Yoimiya investment and gave it into Raiden Shogun in the same attributes that they would value, would they not perform more? And I think Raiden Shogun, just with the, like, she does good damage, and she also regenerates your shield, and she also applies a ton of elemental stuff, and now with Dendro being absolutely cracked, she's just even more good. But yeah. It would be a false tongue were I to utter, I have quit Genshin, but I certainly do not play to the extent I had at the beginning. Now, you and me both, Roger. Well, I've completely stopped, but yes. But yeah, there was a time when Genshin to me was like going to be the best game of the next 5 years, and then woof. Woof. It's funny because I see so many people being like, oh my god, but like Honkai Star Rail or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, maybe they'll have Genshin be their golden goose and all this other stuff where they apply all the craziness. Maybe. Hopefully, but I'm not going to hold my breath, you know. Did you see the system requirements for the new Harry Potter game? Nah, Sparks, but I've seen them for Forspoken. Are they just as bad? Because yeah, I've seen Forspoken and Harry Potter. Oh, apparently I would assume that you're bringing up that it's pretty torquey. But yeah, man, there's been a lot of those things. The PC requirements and the Forspoken requirements seem nutty. I don't know if it's just like people expect people to get the new $2,000 graphics card, which to me, oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're at that point yet to be able to get that. Buzz that person off, and then I'll be second. Let's just go. There we go. You win. Second place. Totally take second place. Oh boy, here comes another bombshell. I'm up in Tower Fantasy now too, but I might just try a Battle Royale mode and be off. I see. Yeah. Let me know how the Battle Royale is. I have no interest. I don't know why. I'm sure I'll love it. There's a VR Battle Royale game that looks kind of fun, but Garden Party is what this one's called. Floating bumpers. Pretty weird, Sparks. Red says, wow, Harry Potter Legacy requirements are far more reasonable. It may be well optimized. Oh, really? Oh, sweet. Well, that makes sense, man. Apparently, Hogwarts Legacy is like one of the most wish-listed and pre-ordered games in the last like couple years. It's insane, which makes sense. But it also makes me think, I think our assessment of what they're doing with Hogwarts Legacy is probably on the money. Where the reason why they held back Quidditch, the reason why they held back multiplayer is to basically see if the game has legs and see how many people want more of it. And then after like the first 2 months, they're going to be like, hey, we're going to start supporting the game. Here is a fucking, what do you call it? A Quidditch. Here is a multiplayer mode 5 months later or something like that. Also, there's like things that are specific to seasons within the crafting and whatnot, or like placing. But that's what I would think. Yeah, that's what my pretext would be. I was but looking at Yoimiya from a whale's perspective, but I was not considering the F2P's experience. Thus, I was somewhat. But well, I was about to say, yeah. Because to me, man, when I seen that was something that, like, to me, Roger, was the reason why I made that video. Was because I think at the time I was watching so many characters or so many people. Again, to me, it's really unfortunate because so many people at the time, there's still a thing with Genshin where they'll basically play a character with no constellation, and they'll give them like a weapon that's still pretty good, like a one level up 1 5-star weapon, which is still kind of a pain in the ass to get, like a 5-star weapon, especially that's even relatively in the DPS category because there's so many weapons now. But anyways, the point was that there was like nobody showing what the normal Yoimiya was. It was always these like people who like maybe played like day 1 with them at 0 constellations. They'd still slap on like a max investment R5 weapon on them and be like, yeah, this is normal, right? Or they'd have like absolutely maxed out side characters like Shincho and all these other characters just juiced up to the 9. And I was like, that's not what most people have, man. Anyways, point being is that to me I felt like everyone's like, look how good your gameplay is, and I'm like, man, I prepared for this character, and still nothing. I gave her the best, most cracked. She had the best artifacts I ever had on any character. I just gave them the Hu Tao, and she just crushed. And I had like half of the investment in Hu Tao. I put Yoimiya to level 90 immediately. Also, Grin, whenever you're ready, I can explain the kit. Yeah, probably the next match we'll explain her kit, please. Spark says Raiden Shogun and Kazuha are the funnest characters in the game. Yeah, they also happen to be the fucking best. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a fine line of like you want a character to feel like meaningful, I guess, like good in a sense. But yeah, also you want them to be fun to play. I still think Razor's a blast to play because it's just kind of like a meat grinder. Also, did you hear, Roger, about this the speculative collaboration with Chainsaw Man and Tower Fantasy maybe possibly being a thing? Y'all trying to kill my ass? I fucked up. Ooh, really bad reward with that one. Max says, oh yeah, speaking of Genshin, Alhaitham is pretty cool. Oh, Alhaitham is pretty cool. Yeah, the one guy who, his idea for combat is pretty sweet. It's very similar to, I think, Atreus's like sword, basically, where like in God of War, Atreus had the sword that just like flipped around and started slashing by itself, which is kind of wicked. But yeah. Raja says, I adore Genshin, but it has become mostly mundane experience and begrudgingly a chore without reward if playing passionately. It is a triple-sided tile, but certainly not a main. Yeah. Again, it's not a bad side game, but to me, it's, I don't know. I don't really have time to play a side game anymore, you know? Yeah. So I'm kind of like, fuck this thing a little bit, but yeah. Try not to be bitter a lot. I'm talking about myself, not be bitter. Like, there could be a time when I can go play Genshin for a month because there's so much content I haven't done, although most of it's seasonal, so. Even the 4K requirement makes sense because, honestly, 4K is super overrated. I don't care about 4K. Yeah. Well, I think to me, there are instances that it could matter, but oftentimes it's not relative. You know, like most games, most people like fast-paced games, which are like FPSs or something like that. Being able to see like greater detail within pixelation, I don't know, is super important. Lone Sneaker says, also Grin, whenever you're ready, okay, explain the thing. Red says, Hogwarts Legacy is 4K PC requirements, is basically Forspoken's recommended PC requirements, but Forspoken is for 143. Oh wow, so it's basically okay. It's way more reasonable. I see. Roger says, I do not have... also, Sparks, it is probably excessive, but at the same time, if you've seen Forspoken's asks, it's a lot. So we're coming from like a hot and cold to very hot kind of moment here. I do not know... I do not even know that C0 you may experience a C0 immediately. Yeah. Thus, it was quite bad. Well, again, I'm happy that you had fun, because to me, when I was hearing somebody like talk about how fun it was to play her at C6, I was like, fuck yeah. I've been out of the loop for a few weeks, but should there be a Chainsaw Man collab, the fealty of my purse shall be. I was about to say, I really hope we get like a, because the reason why people are saying it's possible, and I think there's rumors about it, is that they did like an anime collab beforehand, and Chainsaw Man's really popular right now. So if they did a Power, which is the Oni Horn Girl, and the little Chainsaw Man, that'd be fire, man. That'd be sick. I hope it is like a transformation thing where you hit a button and instead of suiting up into a mech, you suit up into like this melee berserker. That'd be sick. And hopefully it's physical, because there's not a lot of physical DPSs, which apparently the one guy was, the weird like mecha guy. Alhaitham, I heard, is just Dendro Kache. Yeah, I've also heard people say that, but apparently, I don't know about that, because she has like tethers of like ranged melee happening. DLSS and TAA or SMM or SMAA does the job often better than just raw 4K. I see. With a double FPS, 4K is nowhere near worth the FPS. Yeah. Although I also don't know. As a person who's never went above 70 FPS, I'm sure if I did, I'd be like, I can't live without it. But I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I know some people who are like, I have to have a minimum 160 FPS, 160 FPS at all times. And I'm kind of just like, man, I don't know. I don't want to be in that world yet. Unless I'm making hella bank, I don't want to be at the point where like I can't live without that, because then that's bad. You know, like I already find it hard going back and playing 30 FPS games because I got to 60 FPS. You know what I mean? I don't want to go any further back or forward until I can assure myself I'm always going to have a PC that's giga juiced up, always a monitor that's crazy, you know? I'm waiting for Lone to explain the craziness of this character, of the character in Genshin, which I think a lot of us would like to have. Sparks says, I need to have a minimum of 120 FPS in this play. I know, Sparks. I don't want to be ruined by that. I know if I also just dip my toe in, I'm probably going to succumb, and I can't. Roger says, I would argue that after 120 FPS, the human eye cannot tell the difference. Roger, I would agree, but I also think that if you've experienced, I think you'd be telling the difference. Because I thought the same thing about the 30 FPS thing until I went over to my friend's house and I played a game and I was like, what the fuck? And it's weird because I don't know if your eye, I don't know, this doesn't make any sense. But I don't know if your eye can tell the difference at that high of speeds, but you can feel a difference within the way that you move around like this. It sounds really weird, but like, yeah, it's hard to describe because like I don't think your eye can tell it. If I showed you two screens just like still like this, I don't think you could tell a difference. But it's in the snap movements of like snapping on a head that I think is the where you can tell a thing. I don't know what that is. It's like on mass acceleration. Therefore, the refresh rate can pop into your head and help. But yeah, because even in like a still frame, 30 FPS, you can kind of tell if there's like a swaying branch. You can tell. You know what I mean? But if in the like movements like this where you're just zipping around. That's also I think when you can tell, but even still, I think 120 FPS would be plenty. Yeah, it sucks that console users are like having to choose between a decent looking game and like high FPS or versus high FPS. Red says 60 FPS now feels like 30 FPS to me. I know. That's why I'm like, but also if I never go, I'll never know what I'm missing. You know what I mean? But I do want to go there one day. But I'm sure I'll be like, I can't. I prefer 240, though. You can definitely tell the difference between 120 and 420. GRINN nailed it. You feel it, and everything is slightly smooth. Yeah. I feel like you'd notice it less than like doing this. Like you wouldn't be able to notice it, but it like in the high octane, quickly jump around. I feel like that would be like complete freedom. Like you would have you never see the lag, the little choppiness. Lone might be writing me a paragraph because of what this person's this character's name. I basically need 2 FPS to stay above 90. Once it drops below 90, I start feeling it. That's crazy. I get it, but at the same time, like, woof. Just, man. It's also funny because to me, like, I remember my PC was so old that I was still playing PC games on it, and I could like barely handle sometimes like 30 to 20 to it would jump between low end 25, high end 40. And it would constantly bounce between those, and I was just like, hey, it is what it is. I can't afford like a giga graphics card, so I guess I'll just have to happen now. But yeah. And now that I got the one PC, I'm like, okay, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Also, the one thing that to me I don't think most people would regret is spending a decent amount of money on a PC. Like if you had a great graphics card, if you had a great thing, if you had the money to spend and it wasn't going to cripple you, I don't think many people after having like sometimes when you buy something and you're like, what was I thinking, man? I'm not gonna run on a treadmill and need like $1,000 treadmill. I'm not gonna need some sort of weird bike that costs $1,000 to pedal. Actually, I was in the middle of a Death Force game. What? You were playing 2 games at once? What's good, Jack? Jack says, I'm watching your Fallout 4 DLC videos. Whew. Those were some old-ass videos, man. But one of those videos hit like lightning. I don't know what I did in that video, but I embodied like a different person. There was one of those videos that's like one of my most viewed videos. It's called How to Turn on the Power in Nuketown. But I did something to my voice, and I did something to the pace of the video that even me watching it, I'm like, who is this? Because it's super like bang, 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 bang. Like, it's like, here's this, here's that, here's this, here's that, goodbye. And it was just like, oh shit, oh shit. Kind of like, okay. I don't know how I did that. I don't know how. I'm trying to think like, oh, I used to be better at doing pace, or maybe I just had no time and I was just like, okay, let's make the most effective video we possibly can. And yeah, but I'm happy you're watching some of the DLC videos. I do think we used to make some videos on Curie, or some DLC, not DLC, some modded companions, which was pretty fun in Fallout 4, and those are some good times. Awesome. My Fallout 4 character looked good. Like, looked real good. Red says, though I do have an i5 1260 stutter in the living room with all of my other excess PC ports. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. Max says, I'm gonna leave the party in game. I might be back. And I got it, Max. Thank you for hanging out. Reddit says, I will be installing an i5 1260K once I am done with my current mod project. Got it. Red, me and you might be going to the same thing. I was talking to my brother. Cat's out of the bag, guys. My birthday might have been somewhat close. Anyways, I got some money for my birthday. Appreciate that from my family, friends, etc. And what do you call it? I talked to my brother about like what to do because it really bothered me when I went to get that like RAM stick, not RAM stick. It was like a hard drive, fucking giga crazy stick of high upload speed and all that stuff. And I looked at my PC and I couldn't do anything with it. I was like, oh, well, shit. Like I couldn't install it because my motherboard was basically really small and like limited, but everything else is pretty good about my PC besides that. So I was like, okay, I kind of felt annoyed. Like I shouldn't have rushed to get this PC and all these things. I should have made sure I got a good one. Point being, talked to my brother about it, and he said that it'd be a good idea for me to take my current PC and my old PC box, which was huge, and then buy a new motherboard that can have ports, and also buy some fans because my PC it gets really hot in the summer, and I'm kind of basking in the glow of winter right now that I don't need the cooling, but I'm gonna need to do that too. But then I need to take all the shit in my old PC, take my new PC box, combine them together. Which probably will take 2 or 3 days. So I'll let you guys know whenever I do that. I still need to order the shit and like go online and go through like a PC site that tells you if there's compatibility errors happening with your shit. And then also, I've never done that before. I've never taken a PC and smashed parts together. I'm going to massively be depending on my brother for that. So, yeah. It's a lot. I'm worried about it. But yeah, the idea would be that if I ever wanted to upgrade in the future, we could do that. Yeah, putting a PC together is honestly annoying. Yeah, man. It's part of me was like, well, if I can grunt through doing that, then I could justify within a couple years buying that cream of the crop level graphics card, and because that would basically be putting all the money in the graphics card rather than putting it onto like a brand new PC, well made by an XYZ company. But you need the motherboard, you need the drivers, you need the fucking all the things. So yeah, that was my thing of like, if I can suffer through this, then I could put it all towards a giga crazy graphics card and shit in the future. Can you take robots in Far Harbor? I think so. Yeah. You should be, if it's a DLC, you can take robots in there, yeah. Unless you can't take any companions, but if you can take any companion, you can take a robot. And if not, there's mods. Let me add, or let's continue to go. Lone says, but Diana's skill, from what I understand, creates a field doing AoE damage. If one of those fields already exists, she will do a leap AoE pyro attack, and then an enemy is damaged in the field. When an enemy is damaged in the field. Okay. I don't really know how that happens, but okay. I really want to see gameplay of her, because that's always helps me like rationalize what's happening, and then I look at their kit and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the writing on the wall kind of thing. Don't cut me off. Oh shit. Hey, stop it. I don't know what happened there. That was a snipe. Sniped me right off. All right, well, we got 500. It's okay. An i5, a 12K, 60, 600K is about 35% better than my i7 886K. Is it a graphics card? I don't know what that i5 is. I don't know what. I'm not, guys. I'm not a computer guy. You have to tell me. It's like, oh, this is a great graphics card, GRINN. Like the whole i5 12 means nothing to me. I'm getting like I'm getting a graphics card that's 35% better than what I currently have. Like I'm getting a GPU that's, or CPU or something. That makes sense to me. Sorry, melt my brain. Yeah, putting together PCs is also annoying always. Lone says you will do a coordinated pyro attack. Think ride and show. Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah, because it's like, how is she gonna do the detonation unless it's like a ride and shogun thing? Red says, but also my PC is massive and very heavy. Yeah, my brother was talking to me about that as well. He's like, if you were ever gonna get, if I was gonna do it, he said that he would get like what's called like a server PC. Essentially, it just has like stupid mods. It's like a big ass case. Has like endless motherboard access, something weird like that. But yeah. It says you can do a coordinated pyro attack with a shogun skill, but also Lone says also in this field you gain interruption resistance, and basically when she takes damage, it's mitigated. Okay, so she puts in like an AoE and then she fights in it. Do you have to play as her, or is she also like a supportive character that like other people can benefit from being in this AoE? Because it all just sounds like various different various different ways of doing what is it called? Like, you know how Ganyu has like the AoE of ice crystals? Well, it's just that same outcome, but with different translatable effects. Like with Raiden Shogun, it's a slash. With Ganyu, it's just a droplet falling from the sky. With all these other characters, like even the water guy, same thing. It's legitimately droplets again. Yeah, so I wonder if it's just like that version, except it's fire now. So yeah. I can send you a video of her gameplay if you want. Yeah, I would love that, Lone. Send me some Discord gameplay. That'd be sick. Oh, it's a CPU, says Bar. Okay, gotcha. Lone says, in her burst, it's another stance. It's another stance, changing one like Ino or Raiden, but she starts throwing down with flame fist attacks. Okay, that might be a W. Like by fist you mean like scratches, right? Because I don't imagine her actually punching. It's like she's like a dog, right? So it's probably clawing and shit. But that sounds pretty clean. That sounds like a female razor, honestly. So, tough. Give me. Go. I am speed. No, she punches enemies. That's even cooler then. Well, shit. Oh, shit. Wah. Don't do it. Don't do it. You bastard. Boop. Hey. Hey. Stop being so fast. Oh, I can't believe we have to start thinning the herd, alright? I fucking die. It's fine. We're fourth. It is enough. There's enough. I sent you a Discord DM of my PC case, which is watch it real quick. Got it. Yeah, man, that sounds crazy though, that she's punching enemies and throwing down. To me, man, that's tricky because yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't. Although I do have good claymores. Claymores were always the thing I lucked out on. Which is good because it's my favorite weapon, probably. That and Catalyst, but there's no good Catalyst either, really. And when her burst ends, she finishes it off with a dive kick. A dive kick dealing AoE pyro damage. God damn! Her burst also costs 70. Okay. 70 is middle of the line, right? Yeah, I mean, kind of cool if I always like extremes or none at all, you know what I mean? But let's see what this whole ass thing is, this PC case that Red's got. I imagine it's just a server. Oof! Big boy! Jesus Christ, Red. That's a very steel, bulletproof looking case, and there's a guy with a banana for scale. Looks pretty clean though. Looks very clean. Buttons look nice. Screen looks nice. It does look kind of like a server. Oh, you can control the fans? That's kind of nice. I wish I got the inside of the... Is it here? Great, all the text. Damn it. There it is. Okay. Very big, very thick, very dense. Also, very clean set. Is there like one of the inside? It looks beefy. It looks like a bulletproof case. Pretty nuts. Very cool. That's what you have? You have a server. You have like an actual whole ass server. Let me do this. And then back in the game. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my spine. Whew. Don't think it says it's 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So yeah, middle of the line. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot enemy. I forgot you can have 40 energy cost. That's it. Crystal's crazy. Also, I'm starting to lose it. My brain's starting to melt. Let me down this tea and see how long we can go. The tea is caffeinated, just to give credit. Yes, that is what I have. I love it, but it is super big. Which makes it difficult to move around. Well, how much do you need to move around? I feel like we need to move around that much. Reddit says, I was reading commentary surrounding Daya, and she's to be merely betwixt controversy. Okay, and she's to be mirrored between Controversy. What is controversial about our girl? What? Is she not good? Is she like, I don't know. The Genshin community and like racism is always just, I don't know. Man, I always thought this way, but like, not always thought this way. Sorry. To me, my thought of when I see a lot of people talk about those kinds of issues, I'm like, have you ever met a racist person? Have you ever had someone come to you and scream in your face for like no reason and start saying obscenities to you of your, whatever your nationality would be? That's bad. That's pretty not okay. That's pretty not good. I hope I hope most people don't have to feel that, you know what I mean? But then this motherfucker who's saying something insensitive or whatever, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing as someone could do to genuinely being a monster. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know if that's what you mean by controversy, Roger, but that's kind of the sense I get in a lot of things. And I'm like, what is, guys, come on. Come back down the baseline. Okay, Battle Royale mode is not worth it. Yeah. At least it's probably at least it's cool that they're trying things, even if there's things that people have experienced a lot. Excuse me. She better be good because I am hooked. I hope so too. Red says, I need to go to the kitchen to work on my PC unless installing simple stuff. Oh shit, I was looking. And install. Oh, I'm in second place. Nice. Go to my kitchen, install some stuff. The kitchen is 100 feet away from my room. What? How big of a house do you have? Kitchen's 100+ feet away from. 100 feet sounds like a lot. Maybe it just sounds like a lot, but it isn't a lot. Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot. Max says she better be good because I'll be hooked. Roger says it is simply the community betwixt the motion. They seek out leaks and get disappointed when those leaks live not up to their expectation. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. At the same time, I also think that a lot of times in Genshin's balancing is pretty universally horrible. Like sometimes it's okay, but very rarely is a character like really syncing up, you know? They kind of pull back somewhat. It says, a normal, maybe I just don't know what 100 feet looks like in theory. It sounds like a lot in my head. I don't think I've ever, I can't, when you say 100 feet, I don't have an estimation of like a football field and be like, that much. You know what I mean? Where it says, also, my PC is like 40 pounds with everything in it. That's fucked. That's fucked up. I don't even know how. It's probably a still case. Oh, you sent me the video? All right. I think we're fine to see this be. Maybe we'll just leave it on face cam mode. I think it's fine. I don't think it's going to be too much of a nightmare hell. Also, it's in like 2 FPS, so I think it's fine. Okay. Okay, her attack combination is pretty zippy. Okay, so now she's punching? Oh no, she put down a flower thing. Is this what the AoE you're talking about in? So now there's like a random hit that's taking place. And then she has like the... Oh, but it's more of like a bull rush thing. It's not, I think. Yeah, okay. So it's less of like the one guys who you activate like a power up and then you can like walk around in this state. It looks like you activate and she just starts clawing like crazy. Or fighting, I guess, punching. And if you put down her E again, it activates like an instance of a slash. That's kind of cool. Does she do a physical? Yeah, see, her physical damage is like 6k, 7k, but I'm also not sure if that's the weapon. But it's still pretty cool. There's another one. Cool animations and things. Okay. Her animations look pretty rad. Very neat. What was that? Is that her whole charge? I don't know. Okay, so that's her E that Lone was telling us about. That's the AoE zone. Pretty fucking huge AoE. That's her alt. Yeah, so you just basically, you can't stop. You can't stop the pain train when it starts cooking. Okay. She looks good. Her attack combinations look fantastic. She also looks like a very unique character. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do with this. I'm not a big fan that her alt comes in all at once like that. I wish it was like paced out. Like I like that when you're playing Razor or riding Shogun, you can activate something and then switch it off. And then just start slugging, you know what I mean? I like that. I'm not sure if I like the fact that when you activate it, it's like, well, now you can't stop it, so you better make sure you're good. That's a little shitty. Bulty says, okay, next VR stream, we need clip a lot. I was about to say, I wanted to figure out a way to reward y'all for taking the time to clip things out of streams or to add highlights or something like that, or in a place where you guys could post stuff like that. I don't know where it would be, but I need to figure out as an incentive. Like even if it's just at the end of one of my what is it called? My Mind Palace of Madness channel, just having your name there and be like, hey, by the way, this is the person that took the time to do that, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Because it is a pain in the ass for me to like go back to every stream and like watch it over again and be like, is this something that's funny-ish? I don't know. I don't even remember all the moments that we have. So we can grind those YouTube shorts. That's awesome, Bolty. Red says, actually, my PC case is around 40 pounds, not including everything else, so it's even heavier than I thought. Yeah, I was about to say, your PC's case sounds like it's the big poobah. Red says, she is cool, but I'd rather use her in a different game. Okay. One says also, I watched the first episode of Don't Toy With Miss Nananoke, and just to get a taste, and it was great. Yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, it's a solid show. Solid show. That's, yeah. I'm sorry. Bolty's frustrated, like throwing me for a loop because Bolty said that what is it called? That anime Shikamori is not just a cutie. The main character is kind of like dull, and like kind of like a yeah, not like a ooh I'm badass. He's kind of like just a side, kind-hearted lad. Anyways. But in Please Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nananoke, same thing. He's in fact worse. He's pretty like, I'm just, it's all shit. It's such a shit, fuck him kind of attitude. Roger says, I just converted your PC's weight to kilograms. It is almost the max weight I can lift. Really, Roger? 50 pounds or 60 pounds? Or everyone's like, yeah, it'd be about 50 pounds. Would be what? God damn, Roger. Oh, is it because you broke your hand and shit? Or just because, you know, like, hey, I ain't a lifter. I'm a lover, okay? I'm a yeah. Yeah, it's hefty. Yeah. Buddy says, but he has manly aspects to himself. How? Wait, what? Wait, what? You saying the guy from Don't Tease Me, Miss Nonoke has manly aspects? I disagree. I am what? You need to go back and rewatch that show. I can't remember one moment where he has any sort of like, hey, that's not all right. He's just like, hey, you're being a kind of rude about it. I don't understand. Yeah. Is it because he's look? Do you not like soft boys? Is that what it is? Because that guy who's like a soft nerd kind of look, but not, maybe not soft is the right word. I would say that Don't Tease Me, Miss Narnoke is guy is more of like a disheveled kind of person. But Lone Snicket says, Bolty, are we talking about the same show? I was about to say, Lone. The guy literally is like the thin dude, and he's getting his nipples all, yeah. Roger says, I have always been quite weak physically. In pounds, I think 55 is my max lifting capacity. Can you lift it multiple times? But he says he can make her blush more than the guy from... Oh, you haven't watched any of that show. I disagree. It's 100% no. Sorry. If you watch Don't Tease Me, Miss Narnoke and Shikimori Can't Communicate, Shikimori is always getting flustered. Always. But she also has moments where I'm like, I'm an absolute alpha omega person. He can make her blush more than the other guy from Shimoguri because of his baldness. Because of his baldness. Okay. I'm not sure I'm resonating, Multi, on what you're putting down. But, okay. Okay. I can lift it, but certainly not for an extended period of time, nor repeatedly. Got it. That makes sense. What do you call it? When I was a youngin', my brothers would always be giga jacked. Although I was also one of those kids that, despite various ailments and whatnot, I grew like real fast. So like when I was one of those kids that when you looked at a kid when they were in grade like 3 or something, they looked like they were 14 when they should have been like, what was it, like, I don't know, 8 or I don't know what the time scale is. But point is I was one of those kids that looked a little bit big. But man, I'll never forget, there was this girl in my class, and I've never seen something so to the extreme. I think we were in grade 2. No, it was grade 3. It was grade 3. But she was like a 18-year-old girl. I remember having curly hair. She played so much soccer. She had a kick. She kicked the soccer ball the entire length of the field. She was incredible. And also, like, what did they feed her? Because, Jesus Christ, it was a whole other thing. She also was beautiful, nothing like that. But yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, world's unfair. World's unfair. Also hilarious when I see so many dudes be like, dude, if just by the virtue of you being a man, you're kind of like, you can't lose to insert person. And I'm like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You have no idea how anything of this works. Also, you have no idea how, like, human beings don't fight with muscles. They fight with tools. If someone has a knife, you're fucked. Okay, your strength goes straight down the shitter immediately. So, Roger, you're fine. Okay? But yes. I guess it's in regards to if you were to fight someone. But when picking up groceries and stuff like that, that's when strength can kind of be nice. That's when it's helpful. Things people don't talk about, you know, like a dude carrying like 50 groceries to the car because you can't make 2 trips. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I weigh about 48 kilograms, thus 55. How much is that in pounds, Roger? If you could do the estimation for me, 48 kilograms. Yeah, how much would that be? I'm not gonna say what I think it might be until you tell me. Thus, 55 pounds is equal to half of my body weight. Oh, shit. So you're like 110 pounds? Shit. Roger. How tall are you, might I ask? Because you got to be a short queen if that's the case. I believe 106 pounds. Golly. Jesus. Roger, please tell me you are short, because otherwise that seems like a... I feel like it's breakable at that point. You know what I mean? Like, also the fact that you talked about how you broke like your ribs and foot a little bit. Yes. Although, wouldn't it be like a feather falling a little bit, you know, less mass, all that. I don't know, Roger. I hope I'm not being mean. To me, that's just, I'm at a loss. I remember I heard, Iron Mouse is like 5, she's a VTuber, but she's, the shortest person I've ever heard about of someone this short, essentially, which is I think like 4. I don't know what it is. If I remember, it's like 4'7", I think, or is it 5 foot something? I think it's 4 foot something, which to me is pretty like. Well, I don't know if that's right. I think it's wrong. It's something like surprisingly small for like I've never interacted with anyone that size outside of like you know. Okay, now I'm you know, Roger, you've done enough. I mean look at what the heck this is in feet. I mean, let me see. How much is that in feet? You are 4'9". Is that right? Why isn't it load? Why can't? No, don't copy. Load it. Why can't you go? Search. Why isn't it searching? Is that right? Go to fucking Google. Okay. Okay, I copied it. I think that's right. I think that's what it says. 4.99. I think is what it ended up being. I hope that's right. So you're basically 5 foot. Okay, that's not the worst. I'll convert it one more. Okay, I'm 6'4". Fuck me, Red. You're fucking guy gargantuan, my boy. Jesus Christ. I'm 6 foot. That's it. I don't know, maybe 6'1". I don't know what it is, but yeah, 6 foot something. I don't know, but yeah, that seems like, yeah. I'm just thinking around like Ratchet. To me, I don't know. This is definitely a wrong. This is a wrong thing. But you know when some people have that proclivity to like, I remember when I was in school, it was one of the unfortunate things when I see people get bullied, was that people would always go for people with weight issues, etc. So to me, there's like a passive thing within the human brain that sees weight in weird ways. And I think there maybe could be an argument for like if you see someone who is a bigger person, that there could be a perspective in the brain that says like that person's a noble, or some person that's thriving. I don't like that because I want to be thriving, and that's fuck them, etc. But for me, I don't have any of that with the weight people, with people who are bigger. But the one thing that I have that with is when I see like a supermodel who is like very thin. I don't have any negative emotion besides just like the libido drops like right down, and it says like feed this person, feed this person. Golly, oh my god, you look like I need to make you okay, which is horrible. That's probably equally as toxic because everyone has different metabolisms and like enjoyment for food and whatnot. But there's something about it that to me I'm like, please, please, I don't want you to like. For someone to push you and then you get eviscerated, basically. I don't know. With that being said, though, a lot of people like those, like that look, which I think everyone likes the look in the moderation aspect of it. You know what I mean? Red's Bodhi says, the fuck Red? Yeah, I was about to say that's height. That's some like NBA height a little bit. Woody says, you are even taller than me, yeah. Red says, and yeah, basketball is my favorite sport, and I'm also good at it. Nice, Red. Goddamn, I know that. Yeah, what do you call it? Basketball is fun, but I don't know if I'm very good with, I don't know. I was on the basketball team a lot for my younger years, and the one thing that was just instilled in me is a hatred for like ego, basically. Like I would work my ass off getting to the very like underneath the hoop, ready to pass it to me, and I'll lay it up or something like that. And sure as shit, no one did it. No one passed to me. And my teacher, my like coach, eventually had to start screaming at them like, "He's open! He's literally!" And I'm so good at being quiet. The amount of times I get to drop on people is crazy. So I'd always like no one defending me, and I'd be like, pass it to me, but then my people would also not see me, so yeah. Anyways, but yes, the basketball phone. Granted, I don't play basketball much anymore in recent years. Yeah, my life is mostly my PC these days. You and probably all of us, Red. That's the way. Maybe not a good way, but a way. Okay. But ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna start to wind down. Maybe not completely turn off just yet, but let's wind down. Anything y'all want to say and hang out and talk about real quick? I will say that was something that surprised me today. It's kind of just an inside baseball thing a little bit. I was subscribed to this channel a long time ago called it's very like an inside baseball thing, but I was subscribed to a channel called Charlie Is So Cool Like, which was like this British person just hanging out and like talking about weird science things. And they hadn't uploaded a video in like a couple years, and they just uploaded a video recently, and they transitioned. And I was just like, oh wow. And I watched the video. They seemed very happy and very content and etc. But it was one of those things where I was like, Jesus, man, a lot can happen. I guess it has been like 6 years or something. But I was like, Jeez Louise. It's funny because like I never picked up on any of that. And they seem chipper as hell. But it was one of those moments where I was like, God damn, time. I haven't seen this person in 5 years. And you think, oh, they're probably like the same or like similar. But no, a lot can happen in 5 years. Also, again, like it puts things in perspective. Like I never noticed. So Jesus Christ. But it was sweet. It seemed like she was having a great life, which is great. God damn it! This fucking froze again. Boop, and then boop, and then we're back. Red says, granted, I don't play basketball much anymore in recent years. PCs are all my life. Yeah. But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I think we will take a small break from Tower Fantasy, and tomorrow we will play something. What? Maybe the face cam has had enough. Do you want me to not see my ugly mug? I get it. Let me know. It was actually balanced out there for a while. Or it didn't break for a couple hour, which wasn't bad. But yes, I can concur, Red. I game quite a bit. Quite a bit, says Rod. But he says, I will not accept that you ridicule the MC in Naranoke as not manly enough. What? What do you mean? I will not accept that you ridicule the main character in the, and what I'm surprised about. I'm really surprised that that was the take, because to me, I have a vivid memory of like I always think people who are like tender, softer, gentler people. I don't think that's a negative thing to me. It never has been. Also, sometimes there are people who are just like, sounds weird, but they're like a very pretty man or boy, whatever you want to call it. Like, they're just handsome, basically. And like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense why everyone is drawn to this person, not only because they look great, but because they are also a good person. Lovely. But yeah, I have no memory of the Miss Nananoke guy being like, quote unquote, masculine, I guess. Whatever that means. Red says, I envy you all that have social lives, though. I'm tired of being lonely. But yeah, you always have to do a little bit at a time, Red. And also, I would consider you to have a social life. You don't have again, I think a social life is people who are, every day you come together to talk to people and to hang out with people. I would consider that to be a social life. The only thing is you don't have anyone in your direct proximity to go and get drinks with or do anything like that with. Which honestly, if you just did like a course online, or not a course online, sorry, if you did if you went to like a place near you and did anything, whether that's like for me, I have the aspiration at some point this year to go and take a cooking class in a college near me, and hopefully meet some people there, and that can be fun. But things like that, I think you just need. I think those things correlate too with like self-improvement or trying to learn a new skill. You tend to be around people who are also interested in that, but also putting yourself in situations that are by their very nature social. So yeah, I think that's a good way to go about things. Also, you'll never like, oh, I didn't talk to people that day. Well, it's fine, because your main objective was to go and learn how to do a skill, whether it's cook, whether it's do martial arts, whether it's exercise, whether it's whatever. You're going out into the real world and trying to make other people feel good by proxy. And then you're also doing the skill thing. Lone says, no, Grin, your face is good. Thank you, Grin. Thank you, Lone. Wouldn't change it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bodhi says, he was at the beginning, but turned pretty bald. Pretty bald. What do you, pretty bald? I don't know what you mean. In the, towards Nananoke? Am I reading that right? He was at the beginning, but turned pretty bald. You mean pretty bold? You mean like at the beginning he was kind of like a flustered person, but then he kind of became a little bit bolder? I don't know if that's really bold or so much as like he gets irritated and then eventually lashes out because he has enough. I'm not sure if he ever is like, I'm a man. Actually, no, maybe at the very end he has something like that where he finally says like, hey, let me ask. But yeah, maybe. Bold. Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. Makes more sense. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess at the end he does. I mean, by that same virtue and the same thing, Shikimori can't communicate. Shikimori is not just a cutie. Is same thing. At the end, he like nuts up and like tells them how he feels. Although if you look at, they make a very apparent in that show that like they're playing with masculinity and femininity, and like the girl has moments where she's pretty fucking masculine, and the guy has moments where he's pretty fucking feminine, based on whatever traditional thing you could think of what that would mean. But yeah, the point is that at the end he has moments where he stands up, but they always make him look very soft and like K-pop idol, like great skin, very caring eyes and face, etc. So yeah. But we'll have to settle this loan, or Boti, through loan, okay? Loan will watch at some point the rest of Don't Tease Me, Miss Nanonoke, and he'll have to get back to us on if the main character becomes more of a Chad than the character in Shikimori, Not Just a Cutie. Alone will be the decider in this. Okay? I got a friend and a personal IRLs since high school. Yeah, but also that's the other thing, Red. I think you need to be. The only thing when I read that, the only thing I makes me want to say be careful is the goal in life. I don't think should be to explicitly seek friends, nor a companion. I think the goal should be to meet, because you could just basically go and rush out and try to find someone, and then they could be a very toxic person. Like, there's such a thing as having a really bad friend. Like, you're better off not having a friend than having this version of a friend. So I don't want that to be the case. Same thing with relationships, where people are like, I need to be in a relationship, and they go and meet whomever will take them, and it turns out their people are pretty shitty sometimes. So I always think that people are at the best version of going out and doing things when they're optimized for something that to me is the core of what the thing is that's special, aka going out and trying to meet people and making them feel fantastic, and then knowing what you deserve or what you want from them as well. I think that can be a good baseline to aim at. But also I think again, this is my whole thing. I always think that you should become the best friend for yourself, the best, love yourself dearly, all these things before you go out and try to convince others to do those things for you. Also, that again, we talked about this a lot, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Sure, I get in Shikimori, but it's missing for me some of the softness of the guy is something I don't like as well. You know, I get that part. That to me is the one thing that would make more sense. But like at the beginning, you don't like the effeminate man essentially, or man, boy, whatever you want to call it. Well, it says spoiler, he won't. I read the manga as well. Well, some of the manga. What do you mean? The Nanonoke one? I read a lot of Nanonoke. It was also pretty good. There even was an unofficial Harada by the author anonymously. Weird. Weird. So he's like, because I know he did other art. But the fact that he did that on top of it is weird. It's weird. But yeah, I don't know if we're getting another season from that show. Probably, because it was quite successful. Yeah. There's a lot of shows that, like, some of them in the anime land immediately gets follow-ups, which is awesome. But then there's other ones that are, like, successful that, you know, it's an inevitability that they get a follow-up, probably. Even if it's, like, years later when the manga's wrapped up and now they're just going to go back. I think that's what happened with Classroom of Elite, which also is another one to add to the list. That one also looked great. But ladies and gentlemen, this was a great stream. Oh, I pinched something in my back. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Oh, man. And this whole sleeping, waking up in the morning and then immediately going to exercise and then immediately going to have a cold shower is great. But I'm having a hard time waking up. Like, I feel like I'm sitting there in my bed like, I know it's going to come. I know it's going to happen to me. Oh. And I'm like, if I don't get up, I don't have to start it. So I've been like, I was good about waking up at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. all the time. 7 something sometimes. But now I'm like, I just want to sleep a little. Please. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, I don't know what we will do in terms of VR. We could have some fun in Blade and Sorcery. We could have some fun in... what's more likely is probably I wanted to... It depends. I feel like it probably will be Blade and Sorcery just because I kind of know how to do mods with that game. Whereas with the other game, Bone Lab, I still have yet to look into how to download mods. I imagine it's pretty easy. It's exceptionally easy to do in Blade and Sorcery. You just literally download a file and just drop it in the mod folder, and it just does it. Yeah. Bolty says, we need VR. Bolty, did you see my whole rig? Roger, did you see my whole VR rig? The whole bells and whistles? Dante mod next? DM me the mod page, and I'll run it, okay? There's gonna be a lot of people who are like gonna be like, what the heck happened? Why are you so into the DMCs here? Like, well, come on. What are you doing to me? But anyways, yeah. Before I leave, just in case people haven't seen it, This is my fully into the Matrix thing. Although I do need to fiddle with it because it doesn't seem right, basically. But yes, do I just just post it in the Discord, message me basically. The only way people contact me is that, and I like it. I like it that way. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Goodbye. The wrong button.